Whether it be you're a real-world operator, a civilian contractor, or you like to go mountain biking in your backyard, but you don't need ballistic capabilities, and you like the design of the fast helmet, the fast ballistic, or the fast ballistic maritime, for that matter, or you just want a lower cut helmet, that gives you room for comms, or just want a more open helmet, unlike the Mitch 2000. The Ops Core line pretty much has you covered in that, and they pretty much perfected it. Their helmets allow for a lot of adaptability. You can do anything from go mountain biking in the non-ballistic models, to getting shot at in the ballistic models, to going skydiving in the non-ballistic models. The helmets have built-in design features for pretty much everything. They got pretty much everything covered, and they really know what's up. So we're going to get on with the review, so stay tuned. So this is pretty much how it's going to look when you get it from Ops Core directly. It's going to come in this little silky cover. I really like it a lot, actually. I think it's just a neat little thing that adds to the whole package. You pay a lot of money for these, and you want the presentation to be nice, and trust me, it is nice. I really enjoy how they presented it. It doesn't really matter on the model. You're going to get pretty much the same treatment, like this wise. By the packaging, you get like a little helmet cover, a manual that's really well detailed. We'll get into that, and just some little odds and ends, stuff for your arc rails. So you just pull this drawstring, open it up, you peel it back, and you have your helmet. We're going to set this aside for a second. So your little neoprene, or whatever this is, this cover is semi-rigid, it's soft, it's foamy. It protects the helmet from getting dings or scratches. But on the inside, there's this red portion. So in this red portion, you have a zipper. You open up that zipper, and in this red portion is this manual. Ops Core did a really good job with the manual. They really perfected the manual. They describe everything well. They make it easier to understand. They had a little bit of humor in here and there. I really enjoy what they did with this. Everything's very descriptive. It shows you stuff that you don't even get with the bucket, in case you want to get aftermarket parts such as mutton chops or mandarins or whatever you want. Say the cut of the helmet isn't enough and you want a little bit more, you get the mutton chops and it will cover up your cheeks. So on the helmet itself, this is a base jump, as you can see, in the Desert Digital, AOR1, dip, whatever. The base jump is pretty much the lowest model they have in terms of ballistic or protection, but it's also the lightest weight. This is more suited for doing recreational stuff like mountain biking or skydiving or maybe even rappelling. I would go with the carbon for rappelling if you are looking into that, just because it has a lot more protection bump-wise. But this is perfect for if you're going to be doing stuff that doesn't require so much bump protection, but you just want to protect your head just in case. So up front, it's nothing really special. It has a built-in shroud into the helmet itself. It's integrated. Let's get that. It's an integrated shroud. It's pretty nice. It comes with this little protector plate. I wouldn't use it, honestly. You just simply push the button and you peel up. I'm trying to keep this helmet pretty much intact. It's customers. So you got the Ops Core logo right there. Looks really cool. They really put a lot of thought and all that into this design. I really like it. You got these holes for these bungees up front, these nod bungees. These are to keep your arm static when you have a knot up, so your arm doesn't flop down. So those are always good. I see some guys hooking them together. I wouldn't, honestly. I do that if I put a new mount on, say, a ballistic or carbon, and I lose these holes. Just clip them together. It's no big deal. So one of the prime selling points for the Fast series is the arc rails. Basically, what arc rails are specialized rails for helmets, more or less. They are, I don't really know what to describe them as. You could pretty much put anything on here. You could put 1913 rails on here to accommodate, say, you have a Surefire mini scout you want to put on there. You could put it on there. Granted, companies like S&S Precision do manufacture mounts designed for the arc rails to put a mini scout on, but they're a little bit pricey. Whatever. So at this 45-degree point, we have a little attachment point for, let's say, you're going halo jumping and you need a way to attach your mask, your oxygen mask. You don't want a strap running in the back of your head or anything like that. You simply have a special oxygen mask attachment that you clip in those, and when you get boots on the ground, you just detach them and you're good to go. Back here at the 45-degree angle mark, not 100% sure the exact purpose of it, but I actually heard that this is designed for when you have, say, sword-ins or contact on your arc rails. You put them right here, and they're supposed to fit perfectly on your ear. Don't know how much of that is truth. On the back of your bucket, you have this Velcro slab going across the back. What you would use this for is, like, say, name tapes, or say you're running nods, you're going to use a counterweight there. Nothing really more. Maybe some V-lights. That's it. One thing different about this than, say, your ballistic or your base jump is you don't have Velcro going across the top right here. So if I was you, I'd add a strip going across the top and a strip going down the back. Basically how I had mine set up is I had a counterweight, a V-light, a Manta strobe, and then an IR tab up top for nods. Say we have birds in the sky or anything like that. They can see me very clearly no matter what's going on. You have to make sure you have visible and infrared lighting options on your bucket. That brings me back to the arc rails. For the arc rails, you're going to want to attach some sort of helmet light for reading maps if you're going to be doing that. Or say you're mountain biking just for navigating. Maybe it's getting a little bit dark and you need to see something. You just have a Surefire helmet light, Princeton Tech MPLS, Princeton Tech Charge. It all works. It's all good to go. So these holes are a little bit different. I don't know. They're good for ventilation and all that. War Sport makes a bungee, or War Bungee, that is literally a bungee that you could throw. You could help tie down stuff. It's pretty much what you make of it. That's really it for the outside of that bucket. Besides that, it's the digital dipped variant, so it's a little bit more desirable to those airsofters and those cool guy wannabes, whatever. So let's go on the inside. So on the inside, we have another sheet. Let's take this out right here. It basically describes the OCC dial, all that, the suspension system inside of it. It really is nothing special, honestly. The OCC dial is sort of originated out of the base jumps and the carbons and the ballistics and all that, just the ops core line. I'm pretty sure they're the first ones to utilize the OCC dial. So then the inside has like a suspension system. Sorry, you can't see too well. I should have actually thought that out before doing this, but maybe I'll throw in a shot of the inside, a picture or something. So that's a thing. The OCC dial is really effective. It's back here. It just changes basically the inside of the bucket, so this could fit a multitude of heads. It's really effective, and I'll actually show you that right now. So basically how it works is when you're throwing your bucket on for the first time, you just put on your dome piece, okay, and then you simply turn this clockwise to tighten, counterclockwise to loosen, and this isn't too tight. I wear a small medium usually, small medium ballistic, medium large carbons and base jumps. This is a large, extra large for the customer, but it's whatever. So basically, it's really effective. The OCC dial, I don't want to look too much like an idiot, but it really, really works well. Chin strap, nothing special. It's just a neat little chin strap, good for adjusting, whatever.